Welcome back to the Fish Shed, guys. Welcome back. Some exciting news for the angelfish today. If you haven't been here before, we are a little fish shed running mainly Australian natives, Papua New Guinea natives, some gudgeons, some rainbow fish, and also some Japanese fish, Madakas, over on this rack, just there. We've got some angelfish for now. Very exciting news for them. Let's have a little zoomy zoom. Found this today. Okay, eggs. You can see plenty fungused up there, but the rest, there's a lot all in between it. We'll see how they go. Just got it sitting there above the bubbler. Not a major deal because looks like we're going to be getting rid of the angelfish long term anyway. This tank is reserved now for red irions and the blue lacustris, turquoise blue rainbow fish. So red and blue. Okay, bit of matrix theme there. We're going to have some adults down the bottom here breeding. In the center, we'll get some fryer going. And as the adults keep breeding in either side, you'll see the little mop methods that we use. Fill up plenty of mops on both sides, take the adults out, put them back in the main group up the top. Probably get a few more plants and fix it up a bit more for them as well. But that way, all them bottom four will be full of their babies. Top left, top right are now reserved for orange Parkinsoni and yellow Parkinsoni. Because even with all these tanks, you end up with a bottleneck. You end up getting your sales tank ready to go, and unfortunately, they just eat all their siblings. So mops in there now, mops in there, both breeding, getting a good mix, and they'll go into their associated tanks. So some very exciting news with that, because I was kind of getting annoyed that I didn't have anywhere else for them to go. Kalitawas are still on the table in the future, but knowing just how rare they are, could be a while. So this will be the reserve tank, going back to the original plan. At the moment, there's some beautiful boismani in here, but we're going to be moving them down the bottom. Got some cyanobacteria still to fix up down there, but we're getting some nice orange phase really coming through now. So in this bottom tank, that'll be the new boismani, kalitawas, and then same deal, I'm going to have a bottleneck problem. So I've got a little bit of thinking to do for those two, because they're going to be popular, definitely. Here, no worries, Empire Gudgeons, okay, they're babies, and there. And then we've got our Peacock Gudgeons, which are doing really well. The other day, if you've been following along, I'll swing around this other side, you'll get a bit more of a clearer view, hopefully spot some babies. We did end up having around 20, it turned out. So I thought 10 at first, but more have come out of the woodwork, so to speak. Might have been hiding under this little log here. So up in amongst the plant, I can see them in person here, over the back there. Let's see if we can focus. Okay. Oh, it's going to focus right through and pick up the orange Parkinsonis there. That's a shame. Anyway. There's a good little cluster there. I think it just picked it up there at the end. Unfortunately, these fry just like the rainbow fish. There we go. They're very, very tiny, about millimetre to 2 millimetres long. So they're going really well. Peacock gudgeons, get them really firing, get a good amount going. Haven't really concentrated on too many others, just having a bit of fun with them. So it has been a nice little learning curve with the gudgeons compared to the rainbow fish. Murray rivers are finally going well again, getting good amount of mops. Got 4 full mops up the top there. See what hatch out. As they grow, the bigger ones end up going in here. So this will be the sales tank. There's 5 maybe. A few more smaller ones up the top there. Not sure if you can make that out on camera, but a good cluster of them are down the bottom here, ready to go. So once they get a bit more size to them, they're probably ready to go now actually. I'll probably do that tomorrow. So constantly in rotation at the moment, just trying to get them growing out as best I can. And when I find a tank that works, I kind of leave it, just let it do its thing, run its course, get them to a good size, and then I scoop them out. Checkered rainbows are doing really well up here, as they are in the Tenon water. Doesn't seem to bother them either way. All these extra ones you'll notice are unheated. Besides, let's swing it around and not give you vertigo like everyone loves. So those 3 are going to be heated. This bottom left is going to be unheated. So I'm going to trial a few different things, but the red and blue rainbow fish are going to require heating, so they get they get the pick there. All the rest, the Madakas and the other species of rainbow, are going to be fine, even in winter time. So we're going to trial it. The Goyder River fry are also growing out really quickly. So I'm unsure exactly what I'm going to do. I'm pretty confident these taller tanks will have the sales tank in it, so the larger fish will go there, and then I'll keep this as the fry tanks. These low boys work out perfect. But once they get to a certain size, I'm knowing from experience that they're jumpers, and I'm not going to love having adult rainbow fish in these low boys. I just can see either they're going to jump ship and start mixing, or they'll just cark it onto this concrete floor here. So Wanamensis is finally going really well, getting some good consistent mops out of them finally. Just like I said last video, 3 weeks they seem to go and then they start pumping the mops, but because I've now got a good grow out tank, they should do really well in this tannin filled watered tank here. It's starting to become really good black water, and there's plenty, you're not going to see a single one, but let's try it. Plenty of bacteria in here, Infusoria and all the rest. Yeah, you're not going to see them, unfortunately. Again, about 1 millimetre. Let's try over the top for you. I don't know why I'm being quiet, as if I'm going to scare them, but yeah, you can see there, it just wants to focus. You can just make them out. If you're quick enough, you're going to pick them up. There's about 50, I'd say, to 100 at the moment. And I've recently just taken the rest out of this one, put them up with the adults that were larger. So a few of the fry that are now getting to juvenile size. Where'd you all go, you little buggers? There they are. Okay, and then a few smaller ones there you'll be able to make out. Get my mug out of the shot. All right, so they're going good. That's a good amount. I'm happy with that now to grow out, start helping those adults along, because there's only 2 males, 2 females that are pumping all that out. So it'd be good to get a few more going 6 months time, really get them mops firing, and then I'll be back to the drawing board with finding more tanks for them to go in. Deepwater creeks, doing okay. They're very finicky, very hard to grow out. Their fry as well, it's a lot smaller. Dwarf neons I've also got it down here. I've got more tanks inside the house, so I've got another 4 foot setup with these in there, so roughly 7 out here, maybe 6, 7 definitely inside. So between the 2, I've got them growing out. 2 foot tank here full of little bubbers. These ones might be a bit easier to see. You can see the larger ones obviously, but what I've actually been finding is they don't pick the mops, these ones. They prefer the plants, and then I just skim across the surface every day, and they don't spot them until they get to a certain size. So I scoop them out as they're itty bitty fries. And fries, is that a word? Anyway, they're in here now. So up against this mop, you can see it. You can see just how tiny they are, hopefully. Anyway, there's a couple of big ones. See them up the top there? All right, so they're definitely under 1 millimetre size, some of those. They're doing all right. Inside, going okay as well. These are the Gunter. We call them Gunters. They're checkered rainbows. They're going really well. These are going to be the future breeding tank. Now you'll just see the difference. These are fry, right? Okay, I can put my hand up. I can interact with them. They're just very personable. These fish I've had for a good 3 months from a store-bought fish down on the Central Coast there. Not blaming anyone on the Central Coast, although I do hate going there now after moving 3 hours north. Those fish just not personable at all. Okay, they do not like coming to the front of the glass, and very, very shy, and they have not warmed up to me at all. That's what you get when you get fish that are grown out in tubs, chucked into a fish stall ready to be sold. No real interaction with humans, no real love given, no connection, you know. That's what I'm finding, and that's what people, when they buy mine, they go, how good are they? They just come right up to the glass, give them a day to settle in, and they're good to go. And that's what you want. So really enjoying, had a good sale recently. Probably our second biggest sale, but it was our biggest order of rainbow fish all at once. It was around 40, but I ended up doing about 48 because I had plenty of Boys Marnie extras to get rid of, make space, make room for. So I just included a few of them because there was a few smaller ones, and they're going into a large pond with some larger fish. So I just thought I'd give a few extra there and help him out. It's a beautiful pond. I'm hoping to get some footage of it actually. And yeah, it's bloody, can't wait, get on property. It's exactly what we're going to be doing. It'll just be a fish farm. We might get a few cows one day, but definitely plenty of fish. So that's the update from in here. I don't think I've forgotten to give you any included extras that I've got rattling around in my brain, because there's always something going on that I have. If you're following along, this is all over the place because I've changed my mind that many times with location of what fish and what types of fish we're going to be getting, but it's slowly but surely naturally moulding itself, shaping itself how I want. So it's just the angelfish. I'll touch back on those to finish. They're beautiful, but I just don't have the same connection, guys. So if I'm going to run the little shop here, I want it to have fish in it that I have a connection with and really do enjoy having. They got their place, but for me, the personability, is that the word? These rainbow fish, they're just stunning colours. They're all got their own little personality, but they're also constantly moving in the tank, and yeah, the interaction that you get with them, it's just second to none. I just love them fish, even compared to the Madakas, even compared to the gudgeons. Just can see this really becoming a full-blown addiction one day, having a whole shed dedicated to every species that I can get my hands on. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll be talking to you very shortly with further updates. All right, that's the YouTube video. If you're following us on Instagram, Facebook, keep up to date there. We're going to be making a TikTok very soon, very shortly. I'm good at doing that. And we'll keep going. Thanks very much for watching. Leave you with some footage of these guys to finish, and catch you next time at the fish shed. I'll mention they have all been fed, that's why they're not really moving that much. Alright, catch us. Goodbye.